White House. #1 song. Welcome back. By the way, I said these are sunflowers. Jeff corrected me. These are daisies. Again, hashtag no emails. We all had to get a little creative during the pandemic, especially when it comes to date nights. Our next guest has a recipe to spice things up. Because when I think of spicy, I think of that lady right there. Joining us now is the cooking mom, Amy Hatton. Hi, sweetheart.
Hey, thank you so much. It's just such a bummer not to be in studio, but so excited to be back on your show. And Jason, I'm totally with you. Like, today's Friday, right? And
yeah.
So I'm like, wait, it's Friday. It's the weekend.
Thank you.
You know?
It's been
You get it?
Yeah, it's been the longest week for whatever reason, so I'm happy to be spending Friday with you. Okay, so this is a recipe for at-home date night, shrimp fettuccine Alfredo.
That's my point. Yeah, that's my point. Is kind of like on the weekends, I try and do something special because, we're not going out for steak and lobster to Manny's, although I can't wait for that day again.
I know.
So, it's fun to do something fun at home to make it feel like a weekend. Do something special. Turn on some music, light a fire in the fireplace, put some candles on, and make a fancy date night dinner. So, shrimp fettuccine Alfredo. I think that's just always a winner, right? It's a classic, and you can't go wrong with that. It's just absolutely delicious. And my recipe is crazy easy to make at home, and everybody I make it for is like, this is the best ever. What I love about this recipe, Jason, I'll show you. I'm going to jump ahead a little bit, but you don't have to do a roux and a flour. It's not like a gloppity Alfredo sauce. It's just really simple and delicious. So I'm doing some shrimp. Now, I picked up some uncooked, peeled, deveined shrimp, and I'm just sauteing it in a little bit of butter or olive oil and just keeping it really simple. You can also just, if you don't want to take the time, you can drop it in the Alfredo sauce. But make sure you get the uncooked shrimp, and I'm just kind of spreading it out in the skillet here.
I'm glad, Amy, I'm glad you said the uncooked, because I think you will agree. You do want everything to be easy, but there is a texture difference from when you get the pre-cooked from the uncooked, and it matters because you don't want mushy shrimp.
Totally, and I never buy pre-cooked shrimp because when was it cooked? What was it cooked in?
Seriously.
Even when I do like shrimp cocktail, which I got to make that on your show, I do like a copycat of Manny's, speaking of Manny's shrimp cocktail, and I beer boil it, and it just takes seconds. And then, it gives it just so much flavor. So never buy the pre-boiled shrimp.
No.
Not a good idea. So just really quickly, you're going to saute that up. And shrimp comes together. Like, I am trying to always keep things in my pantry, my kitchen, and my fridge and freezer. Shrimp is one of those things that feels special. I just season it with a little garlic salt. But it's actually not that expensive, especially when you can buy like a 2-pound bag on sale and then just keep it in your freezer, pull out when you need it, just thaw it out really quick in the sink with some running water, and you're done. All right, for the sauce. So again, this is one of the most easy, delicious sauce recipes, and it's super simple and clean. So we're gonna start with a stick of butter. Don't be afraid. You know me, I love my butter. I do, but it's not like I'm eating this entire stick. If you're cooking for less people, you can cut this recipe in half. So we're keeping it real simple. 1 stick of butter, but again, this is going to serve 4 to 6 people. And it's Alfredo sauce. I never buy pre-made Alfredo sauce. It's just not good. It just doesn't taste good.
No.
It really tastes kind of gloomy. So wait till you see how simple this is. Now I'm going to do some fresh garlic. I always feel like on a date night, or even if you're just doing a special dinner for, you and your mom. 2 people are eating garlic, it cancels each other out. So I'm going to do a couple of cloves of garlic and I'm chopping up fresh garlic. I will still love you if you use the Jarman's garlic, which I've been keeping in my fridge. Sometimes I just don't have the energy to chop garlic. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I'm going to add that garlic to the butter. You get it. It's like one more thing. And then the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add in 1 pint of heavy cream. So really simple. So basically we've got butter, garlic, and heavy cream. And we are just about at the finish line. I'm going to hit it with some cracked black pepper. Now I toss together a big salad, pick up a loaf of garlic bread, or I've got some great recipes for homemade garlic bread. Make my chocolate mousse in the blender. I've got an amazing chocolate recipe, and call it a day. I mean, it's really simple. And I've got some fettuccine noodles. This is a pound of fettuccine that I'm just boiling over here. Don't overcook your pasta. That is one thing I learned. I hosted a culinary trip to Italy. Gosh, it seems like forever, but it was about 1.5 years ago before this all started. And we learned just cook that pasta al dente. Do not overcook your pasta. So, and also salt the water a little bit. So again, we're just about at the finish line. I know we're all getting hungry here. once you don't really want this to boil, you just want to heat the cream.
Yeah.
Keep an eye on it. This is not the time to go do a little laundry or check your Facebook because it can really quickly go from heating to boiling and boiling over. The one other thing I'm going to add is I've got some green onions or parsley for a little bit of green just to get some color because Alfredo is kind of not so colorful. And then some good quality Parmesan cheese, and that's the last thing we're going to whisk in here. So this is about 1.5 cups. Basically, I do always have the green canister of Parmesan cheese in my fridge. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
But in this case, the better the quality of the Parmesan cheese, the better the sauce is going to be. So you can see it's not a real thick sauce, but as that Parmesan cheese kind of melts in there with the heavy cream and the butter, it's thick enough, and it's just super yummy. I'm about to flip my shrimp, and they're kind of getting there too, if you can see that. Don't overcook your shrimp. That's the other thing.
And then do you pour... And then you pour the sauce with the shrimp or right over the noodles, right over the fettuccine?
I do it right over the fettuccine, and then I put the shrimp right on top just for kind of a wow factor. And again, this is one of those things that just feels special. It feels like date night. It doesn't cost a bunch of money.
And it's easy. Super easy.
Really easy. You put the shrimp on top. We can do a little bit of the extra.
And there we go.
Shredded or grated Parmesan on top, and yeah, dive in. So happy weekend, everybody. Why not make something a little special this weekend?
Absolutely.
Wish I could give you this to try.
I know. This is the thing that I miss through the pandemic is not eating the Cooking Mom's food for lunch. She always makes me lunch. She gives me a little container. So I miss that.
Of course.
Well,
say hi to everybody. Miss you all.
We miss you. For more information, head to the Cooking Mom's website, thecookingmom.com, and look for her cookbook, The Cooking Mom Cooks Up Memories. We're going to take a break. We'll be back right after this.